Hey, welcome back to another episode of Fun with Fitteds. On today's episode, I'm going to have a look at some of the hats that are specific to Toronto. There's a few companies around that have been doing Toronto-specific hats, things that reference to Toronto, like T-Dot or T.O or the 6. So I'm going to pull out a magic box to show you what kind of hats I'm talking about. The magic box. First up is a company called Heartbeat T.O. So I came across this this company. I believe it was on Strictly Fitteds, actually. No, sorry, not Strictly Fitteds. New Era Cap Talk. And as you can see, the Heartbeat has got a little CN tower in it. And on the back is the company's kind of logo, which is HBTO, Heartbeat Toronto. Sorry, so let me just reference what TO is. So TO stands for Toronto, Ontario. You know, that kind of TO has been used quite often in the last, let's say, 20 years. Actually, the little logo, I don't know if you can see it all that well, has got a little CN tower in it too, so it's kind of cool. But yeah, they came across this. They really nice looking hat. I really like that. Actually, it's trademarked, registered trademark. I got a little R, copyright R there. But yeah, I think it's kind of a cool idea. They've got some t-shirts and sweatshirts that go along with this logo. Really like this one. They did a few other colorways of that. They did a black and white with a white button. Everything's just, actually except for the red one. Red one, red underbrim, black underbrim. Same thing on the back, HBTO. Kind of like that. And then they did a third version, which was gold and black, the ever famous gold and black. Sorry, the lighting here is kind of crappy today. Gold and black. They've been doing a lot of rappers' hats in the last, let's say, year and a half, 2 years, with gold and black. So popular. I'm going to guess that that's because of Drake. We all know Drake's a Toronto boy, and a lot of his hats were that gold on black, so they've been kind of copying that. The next company that I kind of discovered that was doing kind of Toronto-themed hats was this company called Manifesto. And it's not, they spell it M-N-F-S-T-O. They kind of leave everything out, but it's Manifesto Toronto. And the one that they've been doing is they've been using that T-Dot. So again, I talked about T-O, T.O. So Toronto, Ontario, and what they've been doing is T-Dot. So that's kind of a Toronto thing. And then on the back, let me get in the better light here. On the back is that Manifesto logo with their established year 2007. Gold or yellowish New Era flag on the side. And then they did a bunch of different colorways with that too. They did this one's actually my favorite one. They did a kind of a Jay's white panel version with the red T-Dot, and on the back in white, the Manifesto established 2007 with the green underbrim, yeah. So that one's actually one of my favorites out of this line, the T-Dot line. They also did another kind of Jay's colorway with blue and white, or white on blue, blue underbrim. Just the Manifesto on the back in white. Kind of clean. And because I had ordered a whole bunch of them, they actually sent me a snapback. As you can tell, sticker still on it. Never worn it. Probably never will. Maybe I'll give it away. I'll see. Moving on to another kind of designer and company that has been doing some Toronto hats. Actually, Flea on a Friday, he's part of Team Fitted on Facebook. He's, I'll get to his other hats in a minute, but last year in August, September time frame, he did these All City Chiefs hat. And with this nice little logo. And on the back, Cool little feather. Yeah. So he did 2 colorways of that. He did navy blue, like a Yankees navy blue, and a black and white version. Same thing. Logo on the side. Nice little feather on the back. Gray underbrim. Of course, haven't worn it yet. Worn the other one. Haven't worn this one yet. Finally, and these are actually my favorite Toronto themed hats. And again, also from Fleet on Friday. Check them out on Instagram, Fleet on Friday. The 6. Okay, so everybody asks, what the hell does the 6 mean? It's, you know, started by Drake. There's a couple of different theories. And Drake, if you're watching this, which I doubt you are, if you're watching this, please confirm or deny what theory is correct. Okay, so there's 2 theories around what 6 stands for. So before Toronto became Metropolitan Toronto, Toronto was actually made up of 6 boroughs or 6 cities. And that's one theory, is that 6 is, you know, it's talking about the 6 original boroughs of Toronto. The other theory is the 6 stands for our area codes. And Toronto has 2 area codes, 416 and 647. 416 was the original area code for Toronto. So there's also that theory. Actually, there's a 3rd area code, but I don't even know what it is. But yeah, so this one, these are my favorite. Nice script on the front. This is the black and white version. Canadian flag on the side, and Toronto on the back. Grand. So there were 3 colorways. Here's the second. This was actually the second one that came out. A red version. Yeah, this is really nice. And again, on the side with the Canadian flag, and on the back, Toronto. Gray underbrim. So this is, I really, really like this one. Favorite out of the bunch, and I've worn this quite a few times, you might have seen me post it a few times on Instagram, is the Blue Jays. Blue with white lettering. And of course, Toronto on the back, Canadian flag, and the blue underbrim, which I always like when the underbrim matches the top, you know, instead of just boring old gray or black. But yeah, this is hands down my favorite Toronto hat, Toronto themed hat. So that's all out right now. There's actually one other company that's got another cool logo floating around, but sadly they're only on Snapback, and it says it's a 416, so the area code 416, and in the middle, the 1 is the CN Tower. It's 416 company. So if you on Instagram, go check that out at 416 company. From what I've heard, there's a fitted coming. So I'm excited about that because I really, really like the logo. It looks clean. And they've been floating around the city. He's posted quite a few pictures with some athletes wearing them, and I can't wait for that. So 416, get them out soon. That's it. That's today's episode. Hope you enjoyed it. Woo. Check me out on Instagram and Twitter at Disney North. I won't say what I said last time. Screw you all. Thanks for checking me out, and we'll see you soon.